Promo alert, promo alert, promo alert. Today is Encrypted Frenchie Stash, man. Make sure y'all go follow them on Instagram right now. They got the biggest in the game. I'm talking about the biggest Frenchie in the game. His name is Crypto. Stud feet only $600 out of Tampa, Florida. Little puppies due around Christmas. Puppies starting at $4K. Make sure y'all go check them out and go holler at them. I'm talking about the best in the game. Encrypted Frenchie Stash, man. Listen, what you doing? Check it out.
What up, gang? I'm back with another video. I say I'm back with another video. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Yes, I said subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. It's free. Do it for me. What up, gang? I'm back with another video. Let's get straight into it. Hey, y'all know Kelsey entered the trial as being a witness for Megan Thee Stallion. But hold on, man. It looked like she has crossed Megan and goddamn it through the flooper route and went with Torylanez. Hey, before trial, she said, yeah. Before trial, now mind you, when it first happened and it was all over the internet, Kelsey said Torylanez did not shoot Megan, right? Then, when it got close to trial, she told Megan's lawyer that Torylanez did it. She will help Megan and testify on Megan's behalf. Now, they done called Kelsey up on the motherfucking stand, and Kelsey done flipped it on him. Kelsey say, man, she did not see Torylanez shoot Megan. Now, mind you, they gave her immunity. She made it very clear. Listen, I'm not going to talk unless y'all give me immunity because I don't want to go to jail for the things that I did. She played it smart. So to me, Kelsey had to do something to Megan for her to say, give me immunity and I'll talk. Because if she didn't do anything, why do she need immunity? Why is she worried about going to jail for something that she have done if she didn't do anything? So I'm starting to think that Torylanez might be telling the truth that Kelsey shot Megan because she made it very clear she do not want to go to jail if she give a statement. Why would she be going to jail? If she testifying and helping Megan out, why would she be going to jail? If she didn't shoot Megan, and this case is about Megan getting shot, why is she worried about going to jail? And when it first came out that she got immunity, I said, listen, Kelsey shot Megan and she did the smartest shit by getting immunity. She can't be charged for none of this shit. Kelsey, get on the stand. No, Torylanez, I did not see Torylanez shoot Megan. I don't know what Megan talking about. This the point of view of what Kelsey's saying. Hey, man, listen. Kelsey done did the flicker rule. It said Kelsey Nicole testified that she wasn't fighting with Megan Thee Stallion, but they probably bumped into each other. That's cap. Stop the cap. Y'all weren't fighting, but y'all bumped into each other. Cut it. Them people say they found different weaves and fingernails and all type of shit in the middle of the road. Even the witness whose house they parked in front of said it was two women fighting. Said Megan Thee Stallion, the big girl, got out, walked to the side of the car, opened the door, and started beating up another girl inside of the truck. So she's saying that they weren't fighting, that they bumped into each other because she don't want to place herself as y'all was the altercation, not Torylanez. Kelsey also said that she didn't hear Torylanez tell Megan to dance.
She say, I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that dance, bitch. Where do that, like I said before, that don't even sound right for a man. Come on, gang. This ain't no movie. Let's hear the report. It said Kelsey hesitated. She said repeatedly how drunk she was. Like I said, alcohol, Kelsey, I understand it was alcohol, Tory lawyer said, asking if there was any physical fight between her and Megan. Kelsey said, we probably just like bumped into each other. How do y'all probably like just bump into each other? So, yes, it was a fight. She's saying no, but yes, it was a fight. Tory lawyer asked Kelsey, if anyone said dance bitch before the shooting, which Meg testified on Tuesday. Tory said, I don't know where that came from, Kelsey said. And then it's so stupid tone of voice. Like, I don't know where that came from. Kelsey, I don't know where that came from. Like, that's stupid to even say that. Like, I don't know where that came from. So far in the case, everything that Megan said, when she took the stand, Kelsey is going behind her and said it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Torylanez lawyer asked Kelsey in his cross-examination if she had any contact with Tory or his lawyer or felt intimidated in any way, and Kelsey said no. He said, has my client paid you anything? Kelsey said no. Kelsey added, I would actually like to make that very clear. I seen some things from Megan's attorney, and I'm tired of that line, so no. Because Megan's attorney is saying, before trial, she was all on our side. Now she done sat her funky ass up there. Now she on Tory's side. So Megan's attorney said she had to be intimidated, scared, or paid off for her to switch it up. Now they telling her, we gave you immunity that whatever law you broke in this process of this crime happening, that you weren't going to be charged for it, but we didn't give you immunity, don't cover perjury. So goddamn it, you wrote it down to us, but you getting on trial line. Listen. Like I said, this is my opinion. Kelsey was the shooter. Like that witness said, it was two women fighting. Megan Thee Stallion got on the stand and said Torylanez was by the passenger door. The door was open. He shot over the passenger door. First of all, Torylanez is not tall enough to see over the passenger door. So if he shot over the passenger door of an Escalade truck, he would have shot her in the upper body. First of all, why would he stand behind the door and shoot Megan? Why wouldn't he walk around where she at and shoot her? You feel me? And then she lied again and said she looked back and seen Tory there with the gun. And he said, dance, bitch, and shot. They say what Kelsey was. She say she didn't see Kelsey. But your lawyer, Megan Thee Stallion, said Kelsey and Torylanez was next to each other when he shot. That's why gunpowder got on Kelsey. Because they both had gunpowder, Kelsey and Torylanez. So your story is not even adding up with your lawyer's story, Megan. Your story is not even adding up with the evidence. You said when you look back, it wasn't nobody but Tory there. You said you didn't know where Kelsey was and then he shot. But your lawyer said Kelsey was on the side of Torylanez. That's how they both got gunpowder on them. The evidence showed that either Kelsey shot too or she was on the side of Torylanez. What's going on? What's going on? Now let's just check out. Y'all know it's a blogger that Academic had go into the case because he can't go in. They specifically said Academic cannot go into the courtroom. So Academic got this lovely lady going in there. Milligrams, I think that is milligrams. Got her going in there and getting the information. And she bringing it back, boy. Check it out.
Obviously, the prosecutor now is going to try to say she's getting paid off by Tory. I'm wondering if it's maybe not even that, and she just hate Meg that damn much. Like, fuck her. Explain it to me. What did you see in court? Give us the breakdown. Everybody wanted the Milagros breakdown. They love you on my channel.
They should. Right? Everybody be loving me, even when they think they don't like me. You hoes love me. Listen, let me tell y'all what happened. And y'all listen to for all them people that just came in was asking me to go over it. So what happened was, we come in, Kelsey come in. No, we already did this morning. Let me skip, because we talked this afternoon. Yeah, fuck all of that. So let me skip here. Hold on. These pages. So we came back in at about 2:50. And so they jumped right back into questioning. Kelsey, when y'all got back in the car, could you tell that Megan was injured? And she said, wait. Yeah, this back when we got back. Could you tell that anybody was injured? That Megan was injured? She said, I didn't see. It was a blur. No, this can't be the first page. No, we must have took a break. Because what time we got back, bitch? This shit, hold on. Because I need to know the last thing I told you.
Mind you, every day in the court, she been coming back talking to AK on live. So she have notes. So she already talked to AK on live earlier. So she just going over her notes, making sure she not repeating the same thing she said earlier. And she's going to start back after they left on break. So the court went on break. Then she talked to AK. Then she went back in. Now she trying to find her notes from when they picked up from off the break.
Was it after 1:30?
Yeah, it had to be. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Back at 1:35. Boom. I had to get it. So I'm like, no, that's too late. That don't make sense. All right. So we come back in at 1:35. They said before lunch, you said that Tory threatened you. She said some of the things that I stated weren't accurate or true. Black and white. That's what she said.
So look, that right there, this what's gonna happen. Kelsey trying to make it where she's not a credible witness and they throw out all her shit. She's smart. She's trying to make it where she's not a credible witness because she said one thing right here, then she said the other thing right here, then she came back and said she lied. She's trying to make it where she's not a credible witness. Somebody had to tell her, look, go in there and just tell them you lied and they're going to throw your shit out because you're not credible at this point.
Ask her again. You told us that Tory threatened you. She said, I can't remember. And so they said you told us that you were going back and forth with him and that he was going back and forth with Megan and y'all was all arguing and it went like this and it went like that. She said, no, that did not happen. I lied.
What I told you, gang, listen to me. Somebody told her to tell him, you lied. So now she's not credible. So guess what? Get her ass off the stand. That how the motherfucking people gonna be saying. Get her ass off the stand because she's not credible. We can't believe nothing she said.
They said, but that's what you told us, right? She said on that day I said that, but that night I was under the influence. They said, didn't you say that, when Tory said that he'll shoot you, that he motioned like he was going to the console, but that he never pulled anything out? And that you said, if you shoot me, then you shoot me, I guess it's my time to go. And then they said, do you recall saying that Tory reached for a gun? She said, just a motion. He never came back with anything. He just motioned for the console and there was nothing. They said, did you ever tell us that he reached for the console? She said, I told you that there were things that weren't true about what I told you. And then they said, didn't you say that you have people that'll defend you if he did shoot you? And she said, yeah, I said that. She said, you talked about the argument and that Tory, was calling Megan bitches and hoes, and that you jumped in because you told him, I don't care what happens, don't talk to her like that. Okay. They said, what happened after that? She said, I believe we pulled over, but I don't know if it was Megan or Tory that wanted us to pull over first. She said the first time that we pulled over, Megan got out the car and Tory got out the car behind her to go talk to her. So Megan's whole motherfucking story, Estee Lauder. Megan's whole motherfucking story of going by the bus stop on Sunset Boulevard and she don't know what Tory was and they was in the car and all that shit. Obviously, it's not fucking true because she said Tory got out the car to go follow and talk to her. So they said, was Megan's phone dead or dying at the time? She said, I don't believe it was dead. They said, when Megan and Tory got back in the car, how did they feel? She said, oh, how was the vibe? She said, a very relaxed vibe. It was very relaxed. Everybody got back in the same seats. When they got in, after a little minute, they started arguing again. And so they said, what was they arguing about? And then she said, they argued about the artistry. And they pressed her about that. So they had to play the audio to remember her so she could refresh her memory because she had already started with I don't recall shit. And so the accusation was that Megan told Tory, you only hot because of Jack Harlow. They tried to make, yeah, that's what was said in court. They tried to make,
So, after they already got into it, when they first left, and the argument went down, well, Megan supposed to be done slept with this person, that person. Megan slept with Torylanez and the homegirl slept with Torylanez. They got over that. Then the motherfuckers, Megan got out, got back in the car. Now they arguing, saying she say Torylanez ain't hot only because of Jack Harlow.
Kelsey pinpoint at least one thing that was said about his artistry. So Kelsey said that Megan told her, you only hot because you're on that remix with Jack Harlow. Okay. And then Tory came back and said whatever he said. They said they stopped the car again. And the prosecutor said, and this is where the shooting took place, right? Kelsey said there were gunshots. That's how she phrased it. And then they said, didn't you tell us that Tory said, because y'all was arguing and coming at him, let these hoes out my car, let these bitches out. This is my motherfucking car. So Megan said she wanted to get out the second time. But Kelsey said Tory put them hoes out of his motherfucking car. You want to talk shit to me? Bitch, it's my car. Get the fuck out. That's what Kelsey said he told told them, get the fuck out my car. And so Kelsey said that was the final thing that he said. So that goes against Megan with the dance bitch. Because Kelsey said the last thing he said before the incident was, get the fuck up on my car, this is my car. And so they played the audio where, she said those different things and that they pulled over. They said, Kelsey, did Tory try to bribe you? She said, not just me, but I wouldn't say the word bribe. They said that he tried to bribe you about not saying anything. Like, did he mention $1 million? She said he mentioned $1 million, but I don't know why. They said, okay, gunshots went off. And you saw what happened during the shooting, didn't you? Kelsey said verbatim, the way I was positioned, no. Okay.
She say she ain't see shit. Hey, Kelsey might be the best thing happened to Torylanez since he motherfucking made music with Meek Mill.
She said we got back in the car and everybody told her to shut up. It wasn't just Tory. They said, Tory told you to shut up, didn't he? She said, everybody told me to shut up. They said, why? And then she said, because she was crying and she was upset. They said, did he say that I will give you $1 million to stay quiet? She said, no. They said he mentioned a label deal. And did he try to bribe you with other favors? She basically said, if that's what it said on the paper, yeah, but I don't know, I guess. They said, didn't he offer to get you an attorney? They played audio from an interview in September of this year. And in the audio, she said, this is Kelsey. So anyway, he was very apologetic. And I told him that he was wrong for what he did. And he said that, she said, I guess that Holly, the lawyer, advised him to ask her a particular type of way if she wanted help with maybe working under him or maybe getting an investment from him or something like that. And so they said, do you remember him telling you that? She said, no. And then she said, what about him asking you, is there something that you want to do? Like, is there anything basically that I can like put some money into? Like, is there anything you want to do? And no, she don't remember that. They said, didn't Tori ask you for a hug and you didn't want a hug? Is that what happened? She said no. They said when y'all stopped the car the second time, Megan got out. And what happened? Kelsey said that her and Megan got out at the same time on the passenger side. And both of the doors was left open. They said, what did you see? She said, I don't know what I saw. She said, I said things to protect myself that night. I didn't see anything. Multiple gunshots went off, they said. They said, so what happened after that? She said, I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I think she went over to the sidewalk and then I went over there. They said, did you say that you got out the car and opened the door and that you heard 5 gunshots? She said, I can't recount. I don't know how many gunshots it was. They said, didn't you say that Tori jumped into the front seat after the 3rd shot? And you looked up after you heard that 3rd shot and you saw him standing right there, pointing that gun? She said, again, I was not being truthful. They played the audio where Kelsey said in an interview in September, I looked up after I was getting out the car. She said because she really wasn't paying attention. She said when you be in the car and you getting out, you don't really be looking around, you getting out the car. She said so when she heard the 2nd and 3rd gunshot, she looked up and then he was leaning over the door. She said, that's what I told you. Okay? They said, did you tell us that you saw Tori shoot her over the door? She said, I was drunk and it was a blur. We go on a break. We come back. People upset now because Kelsey is saying something completely different than what the fuck they expected. They said, did you see Tori shooting? She said, I didn't see him shooting. They said, did you shoot Megan? She said, no. They said, do you know who shot Megan? She said, no.
Torylanez put that baby leg on that beat. Baby leg on that beat.
They said, did you shoot Megan? No. They said, did you hold a gun? No. Did you ever apologize for having a gun and being a part of the shooting? No. They said, who apologized that night? She said, I don't recall an apology that night. They said, after you saw Megan limp over to the driveway, then what happened? She said, I don't know. She said, did you go check on her? Yeah. They said, didn't you tell us that Megan was bleeding? She said, I don't know where it was coming from. They said, was Megan bleeding in the driveway? She said, no. They said, didn't you tell us that Megan looked up and saw you and then she looked like a deer in headlights? She said, yeah. You know, if that's what you got to know, yeah. They said, did you tell us that he was pointing a gun at Megan? And after the shots, everyone froze? She said, again, the whole night is a blur. They said, did you tell us that he came around the back of the car and you were scared of him, and you didn't know what he was going to do? She said, I said a lot of things. They said, did you tell us that Tori assaulted you and that Quan picked you up like a doll and said, they do this all the time, Kelsey, come on. She said, refresh my memory on that. So they played the audio and they said, you told us this, in the interview. And then they said, you told us a lot of stuff in September. Like, what's going on? She said, I don't care to be here, and I got a sick baby, and I got postpartum depression. And so they said, how did you feel about Megan and, how this situation basically transpired? She said, I felt betrayed by Megan and upset that Megan started rumors that I took hush money. They said, didn't you tell us in September that Tori assaulted you? She said, I said that. She said, didn't you say that he punched and slapped you? She said, again, I said a lot of things. They said, did you tell us that your necklace broke? She said, hey, yeah. They in the midst of fighting Tori that your necklace broke off. She said, yeah. They said, is that what happened? She said, no. She said, I don't know if it fell or if it broke, but when I woke up the next day, I realized my necklace wasn't there. They said, what happened to your chain? She said, I don't know. They said, didn't you tell us that your nail broke? She said, I don't know how my nails was.
Remember I told you on police report, it say they found women nails in the middle of the street. 2 different kinds.
The picture on the screen. And so she said, I don't know how my nails was, but yeah, I told you that. She said, but that didn't happen. They said, didn't you tell us that Tory pulled your hair and your neck so hard that it was like a tug of war, and that's what broke your chain because Quan was pulling you the other way? Okay. And so she said, again, I said a lot of things. They said, did Quan try to get y'all back in the car? She said, no, we just got back in the car. They said, did anyone approach you and Megan in the driveway? She said, it was all a blur. They said, what happened in the car? She said, I don't know. It was a blur. They said, did you send that text to Justin? She said, yeah. We took a break. That's when we came back in at 2:50. So they said, Kelsey, when y'all got back in the car, could you tell that Megan was injured? She said, I didn't see. It was a blur. They said, Kelsey, what is going on with you today? What happened from September to today that you forgot everything? She said, I told you what I was going through. I have a sick baby and a funeral to plan, plus postpartum depression and a host of other things. They said, Kelsey, have you ever been around the shooting or been involved in anything like this? She said, no. They said, okay, when it comes to you and your memory of this, don't you get a lot of pushback on social media? She said, yeah, and I still get it to this day. They said, so how did you forget all of this stuff when people are constantly reminding you of it by way of attacking you on social media? Kelsey said, oh, I take social media breaks. Okay. They said, between September and now, Kelsey said, I have been through a lot. They said, Kelsey, did anybody from the defense contact you since September? She said, no. And since they interviewed, they said, did you send that text off about help? You know, Tory did this. She said, yeah, but, you know, I remember what I said. So they put the text messages up. They said, did you send this text to Justin? And she said, yeah. They said, why did you send it? She said, because I panicked. They said, why did you tell us that Tory shot Megan? She said, because I made assumptions. They said, did you tell us in September that you text Justin for help because he shot Megan? She said, I did not see Tory shoot her. They said, did you tell them to take Megan to the hospital? And Megan said, call T. Ferris. But you had to send him a message because your signal was bad. She said, yeah. They said, did you try to send your location to T. Ferris? She said, yeah. They said, did you text your mom help? She said, yeah. They said, did you also say that you were physically and emotionally broken? She said, I don't recall that. They said, were you injured that night? She said, yes. They said, how did you get injured? She said, I saw my injuries the next day. I don't remember. So they pull up.
Like the witness said, he said a tall Amazon Bigfoot got out the car, female, opened the door, and started beating up another male inside the car. That's how she got her motherfucking injuries. Because Megan the Bigfoot stallion put them paws on her head.
Up a picture of Kelsey's leg that has a huge bruise on it. They said,
mind you, when all this shit went down, after Megan homegirl went on Instagram and told Kelsey, what happened to your chain? Meaning like saying like, Megan just beat your ass and made your chain pop. Yeah.
How did you get this bruise? She said, I saw it the next day. I don't know how I got it. So then they put up another picture. There's another bruise on another leg, or maybe the back of the leg, but I think it was the other leg, the shin, all along the shin. Like maybe she got dragged up the damn street. And then she had a bruise on her arm and a bald patch at the top of her head. And when I say
a bald patch, you know that's females fighting. Because what y'all females do? First quarter, y'all grab hair and be yanking that bitch, don't you? Her and Megan was fighting. Megan got the best of her and she pulled that fire and hit Megan out with that tool.
Bald patch, like a literal bald patch. They said, did you take these pictures? She said, yeah. They said, why you take it? She said, because I saw it on my body. They said, have you gotten bruises before while you were drunk? She said, yeah. And they said, have you taken pictures before of your bruises while you were drunk? And that you got while you were drunk? And she said, I don't know if I took pictures then. I don't remember. But I did this time. They said, didn't you tell us that you had gotten bruises from Tory assaulting you? She said, yeah, that's what I told you. They said, why did you take a photo of your head with the bald patch? They said because I had a bald patch. Kelsey said because I had a bald patch, and I've gotten bald spots before, and I wear a lot of ponytails. So I was just looking at the bald patch in my head, and I took a picture of the bald patch. They said, didn't you call somebody that you was talking to when y'all was in the car, and you told them that you just wanted them to be on the line, and you left the line open because you were scared, and you wanted them to be able to hear what was happening? She said, I did call somebody, but I did not call them for that reason or at that time. She said, I called them once the police sirens popped up, and there was a whole bunch of shit going on with the police. She said, that's when I called him, and I put him on the phone so he could hear what was happening with that. They said that Megan had her leg on her and in the car. So they said, did Megan bleed on you? She said, I don't know. So they showed a picture of Kelsey with blood on her leg. She said, I don't know whose blood that is. They said, was Megan bleeding in the car? Kelsey said, no. They showed the photos of the blood in the car because in these photos, there's a towel that soaked the blood. The console has soaked loosely, but it had blood on it. There was some blood droplets on her suitcase, and there was blood on the console.
Hey, look, man. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. I'm finna go live. I'm actually probably live by the time you're hearing this. So tap in. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. It's free. Do it for me.
Recently learned that men's number one cause of depression is environmental stress. Literally, that's the number one cause, environmental stress. Meaning everything that we around and everything that we surround ourselves around. You know, so until we able to kind of evaluate who and what we got around us and change our environment, we not gonna allow ourselves to grow.
Promo alert. Listen, if you guys want promo, DM me on Instagram at Music101CEO. Music101CEO. I'm doing $20 promo. For $20, you will get one video promoted on my YouTube channel. For $40, I will promote 3 videos for you on my YouTube channel. $60, I'll promote 6 videos for you on my YouTube channel. And $120, I will promote 12 videos for you on my YouTube channel. You need YouTube promo? You trying to get your business up? You trying to run your numbers up? Hit me up at Music101 CEO. Hey, you don't want to miss it. The results is great.